Cigar lovers, it's Tem here again, and the gentleman at Cigarsindia.in, India's largest and most trusted online retailer of premium cigars, both Cuban and non-Cuban, have asked me to review the Punch Punch. So this should be an interesting review and an interesting taste experience. I had one of these a very long time ago, so I'm just reacquainting myself with this particular brand again. 46 ring gauge by 5 5/8 inches in length, so it will be a nice intermediate kind of time for smoking, probably about half an hour to 45 minutes, depending on how rushed you are or how aggressively you like to smoke your cigars. Going to the taste, pretty light, very woody taste. It's got some leather to it, but very woody in a pleasant way, and it's got that woody kind of sweetness as well, if it's possible to discern that from a woody character. But I'm certainly getting sweet. I suppose you could say, justify it by saying yes, cellulose. There are some proteins and sugars in there which may impart that flavour, but that's just a guess. I'd proffer now. Again, please do correct me if there is a more accurate description of that sweet character coming out of this smoke. What I would say, like its name, Punch, it has quite a robust taste, and I can understand now why it seems to be very popular with the English, or historically it used to be popular with the English market. And unlike other cigars, this blend hasn't changed very much. So it's actually quite a potent smoke. What am I getting from this? There's a woody flavour. There's a very subtle sweetness coming from that woody kind of taste. I don't know how else or how best I can actually describe that. And there's a medium tobacco kind of taste to it as well. I wouldn't say it's as full-bodied as, say, a Bolivar or a Partagas or a Ramonayones, but it's certainly up there. It has got some, as its name says, some punch. Now at this stage, I find some cigars have a tannic quality, especially the Cuban cigars. Like overbrewed tea, that aftertaste of overbrewed tea. I'm not getting that with this cigar. It's just a preponderance of wood. I've let it settle in a bit. And going with my similes again, I'd say this is actually like a middleweight boxer, and who's hit you with a nice sweet uppercut, simply because you initially think it's going to be a nice, gentle, light smoke, and then pow, it just socks you with that robust strength coming through. It's no way a heavyweight, as I said previously with the other cigars, but it certainly has got some punch to it. I think these would age brilliantly, and they don't take much time. I think between 3 to 5 years, you get this power coming through. Some commentators have said that if you actually age these for between 15 to 20 years, there's a remarkable taste of, or similarity, striking similarity to good Scotch whisky. That would certainly be interesting. I'm sure other cigars can have that characteristic as well, but according to these views, it seems that this is one of the closest approximations to a good single malt. So I think maybe if we do age it for about 15 to 20 years and come back to it, let's just test that theory out. Now the name itself, it was actually simplified. The name was actually changed in the mid-80s or late 80s. Prior to being called Punch, it was actually called Punch Punch Deluxe. I think for purely cosmetic reasons, simplicity, they've just cut that deluxe out and just left it as Punch Punch. We're about halfway through it, and there hasn't been very much change. The only things I could say are that It has a very fragrant bouquet. The smoke is just wonderful. I'm still getting that woody taste. Yeah, the aroma on the smoke is just remarkable. It's a shame that it isn't as that remarkable quality in the smoke is not matched with the taste of the cigar. It has actually become a bit tannic now. Maybe not as pronounced as other cigars, but it certainly has that. I have a feeling that this is just the strength of the smoke coming through now because of the reaching the halfway stage. There is a residual sweetness as well, so it's an interesting combination. A slight bitterness, but then followed by sweetness. The draw is perfect. Having said that, it is starting to heat up. I guess I've been aggressively puffing away on this, which has caused that. So I think I may need to temper the number of times I puff away on this. Yet there is a very, I think identifying that woody quality, I'd say it's like cedar. When you get the box and you have that cedar lining, just have a good, good sniff of that, and I think that is very reminiscent of this. This is quite well in now. Hasn't changed much in terms of taste profile. I did pass it around to my friends, and we had an interesting discussion on this. The way I see it, you have two choices. The first choice is, if you like that woody sweetness in the cigar, that cedary kind of wood, leather even, then it's good to enjoy. Personally, I just discussed this with my friends, and I said I would just give the cigar to my friend and I will sit in front of him and watch him smoke it, or watch him or her smoke it, and let the volume and the plumes of smoke, that aromatic bouquet, is just remarkable. I would just be happy to sit there and just inhale the smoke, because that is just, it's so fragrant. It has elements of leather. It has that cedar wood again coming through. So those are two options. If you can think of any more, please do let us know. But you know, those two come to my mind at the moment. I'm going to end it with this segment, guys. As I said before, the flavor profile hasn't varied very much. It's just the smoke, the aroma, that's the wonderful thing. And my friend suggested if passive smoking is a thing, then this is what it should be about. Just happily sit there and let someone else enjoy the cigar, and you inhale that smoke, because it's just remarkable. It's getting a bit stronger, and it's also heating up quicker than I would have expected, but certainly an interesting experience. So a cigar to definitely share. Have a few puffs on it, give it to a friend, let him or her enjoy it as well, and that volume of smoke, just take a deep, long breath of that, and you'll be in cigar heaven, I'm sure. Well, I'll leave it at this, and I hope you like this review, guys. If you do like it, please comment or give a subscription on YouTube. Failing that, we're on Facebook and Twitter as well. Give us a like and a thumbs up, and hopefully we'll see you in the next review.